Hello and welcome to the Slip Slip Sis YouTube channel. I'm Che, half of your Slip Slip Sis duo, feeling a little out of practice with vlogging. Today is Saturday, February, I can't see it on my watch. I want to say the 24th. That feels right. And I am coming to you with a special long weekend vlog. It's not actually a long weekend, but I've turned it into one because we are in between seasons at work. And so this was my hot time to take a little staycation, a Cae-Cation Stay-Cation, if you will. And so I am going to take you along on a vlog for that. So I wanted to run, but it's gonna run. Well, let me try that again. I ran yesterday, and then I think it started the start of allergy season as well, because my eyes were burning all day. Even after doing my 3-step allergy regimen, here I was. So I'm outside because I actually just went off to drop off my laundry, and because I actually haven't packed yet, which is so not me. But it's fine. I'm staying local. I'm going to Newport Beach, California, which is about 45 minutes away from me. Our parents very generously are letting me use some of their Marriott points for this fun stay. So I'm going to do that. I expect a lot of crafting to happen. And so I have started the laundry. That's what I was saying. My apologies. And then we'll do a little workout while that is happening, get showered, and then probably start planning what projects I want to take with me. And then at about 9, it's about 7 right now, my sister and I are gonna podcast. I'll get that all settled, and then I don't check in until they called me and asked me, and I was like, somewhere between 2 and 4. But I'm gonna do a little shopping on the way. So I'm planning to stop at the outlets at Orange, in Orange County, which is on the way, kind of on the way there, not quite. But I also need to stop at Joann's to get some other supplies and some birthday gifts, since my mom's birthday is coming up. And then Trader Joe's, so I can get some groceries, because where I will be staying does have a kitchen, so I can make some meals to save some dollars. So we are now back from doing the laundry, and I'm going to do a quick workout. All right, so workout is done. Laundry is switched over to the dryer, but I was talking to my mother on the phone and forgot to set a timer. So I think I've timed it correctly. But I started to kind of put together a few things to pack with me. And what I want to do, at least a preliminary collection of, is what crafting stuff I am bringing with me. So the first big one, and this is the goal, for the weekend, is I want to finish my latest chevron crochet blanket. I can't even it's almost done. It is in such a good place. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. I'm having allergy issues. It's that time, y'all, for that 3-step allergy routine, which I'm sure I already talked about, because that's most relevant in my life right now. That's my breakfast in the microwave. Please ignore it. So I'm almost, pardon me, done with this. It's living in my everyday tote from Air Lane Bags. This is the Wonder Woman fabric. And when I measured last night, I had about 74 grams left of the magic knot ball. I'm holding it double with random skeins of yarn, which is kind of exciting. So this is kind of the cream one I'm working on now. And then I put in, because I don't think that one's gonna make it, I think I have an extra cream scrap here. So that would be plenty to get me through this blanket, and definitely doable, I will say. So that one is the big goal for the weekend. And the next thing I can't show, but in this bag is a test a secret test I'm doing for my sister. And so I am on I don't even know if I can say what item it is, but I'm a little more than halfway done. Again, sorry about the microwave. I'm probably 75% done. So this will come with me to see if I can finish it. This is a bag from Acorn Quilt Studio on Etsy. And then I also have a plain DK that I am working on. This is the first tube of it. So this is walk yarn. It's called Purple Peach. In my mind, I want to call it like bruised peach. But this is from Stephen and Penelope in Amsterdam. My friend went to Amsterdam and I sent her off to get this for me. I've done like, this is a mystery gray, but I did a little pop of color and I'm gonna do a contrast heel. So that is my vanilla knitting. And I'm also going to bring my January Yarnable. I will cake this up in case I finish this so that I have another DK ready to go. And then the other thing that I am working on, this is in my stitch bag from Fate's Thread. The Mean Girls bag is something that either my sister or my dad made for me. This is socks for Lenny, my sister's youngest. And so it's just barely started. So these are little socks for her. I make the tube and then send it to my sister so that she can pop in the heel to do the best fit for Len. So I think that should be plenty. I am going today, Saturday, and I will leave Tuesday. I do still have the day off Tuesday, but I'll just be back home. So then I'll have access to everything. So I do think that this should be fine. Yeah, I feel like it's fine. It's at least, and I did pack extra yarn to do a second one for Lenny. So I'm working on a pinkish bluish one for her, and then I brought some extra blue yarn. So I think I'll be okay, especially because I'm slow on hers because I have to make these on DPNs for her little feet. So I better go get that breakfast, and then it is almost time to go grab my laundry. I will podcast with my sister. I will fold said laundry and pack, and then I will hit the road to go to the outlets. So carrying on with our day. Just kidding. I think instead of the Yarnable, I am going to bring this skein. This is fingering yarn, and it's called Pretty Ass from Whimsical Wood Yarn Company. And I'm gonna bring with mohair because I realized two things. I want to work on putting together a pattern that I've had for a while for a crochet hat, and actually like committing to writing it up. We'll see how it goes. You know how I am with patterns. And also for the Stash Down bingo board that I'm doing, or Gabs is really doing, and I'm kind of just tagging along with, I do need to use something with mohair. So I'm testing it out to see how the hat turns out using fingering and mohair held together. So I'm going to bring that. I gotta go look at my notes to figure out what hook I need. So I'm gonna bring that instead of the additional DK to make socks. I'm going to make a hat. Right, I have made it to the hotel and had a delicious In-N-Out dinner, very California, of me. And it has been a long day, super fun. I really enjoyed not having a very set plan. Like I had things that I wanted to do, but there was no set timeline for them. And like, if you know me, I'm very structured. Like when I do trips, there is an itinerary, there are time increments for everything. And today it was just very refreshing to not have that. So I had a wonderful time at the outlets at Orange and got some really good deals. I'm a big time Old Navy girl, so got some stuff from there. Then I went to H&M and they were having a buy one get one free for their like sale or clearance items, and I got like a wool coat for $30 and then a blazer for free, which was awesome. And then I went to Aerie and got some comfy items. Debated on a couple other things, ended up not getting them, so the outlets were super fruitful. And then I went over to Joann's, and because I had to get some stuff for my mom for her birthday, which I will send over with Gabs. I also picked up some, what is it called? Sugar and cream yarn. I want for my next, once I finish the blankets and the other projects I have on the docket, I want to work on another float tote for myself. I don't think I'm actually going to make, and the float tote, pardon me, is a pattern by Nitty Natty. It is like a great little bag. I already have one. You can, and usually what it's really designed for is like color work, because you make a little insert with little cups inside, but I actually think I'm just going to make the tote part, and then that will satisfy my cotton yarn or my, yeah, I think cotton yarn is one of the boxes that I need to do for Gabs's bingo. So I got, I need 2 colors for that. I already have cream, and so I got kind of like a fun, like a robin's egg blue to do with that. So I'm gonna do that at some point, and then I found some fabric that I really like, so I got that, and I will save that to, you know, beg my father to make me some more project bags from those. What did I do? And I got some other kind of fun doodads. I got a really, like, they still had Christmas stuff and it was 80% off. So I got a really fun Christmas craft that I will save to do with Gabs's kids next year. And just some other small things I picked up. And then I went over to Trader Joe's to get some groceries, because you would have seen in the video there's a little kitchen here. So I got just a couple things I'd like to save some money instead of eating out for every meal. Just picked up a couple simple groceries and got in and out because it happened to be right next to Trader Joe's. And now I am here. And I looked at the activities, and unfortunately there's not really much going on tomorrow because tomorrow's Sunday. So I think tomorrow will be a chill day. I did forget to bring a book, and I did want to do some sitting by the pool and reading. So I think I will run over to a Barnes & Noble to pick up a book for me. And then I think some of the things I'll participate that's going on is Monday has bingo. I think tomorrow there's like a sip and socialize where I think you get free drinks, and except for like the socializing part is where I'm going to be reading my book. So I'm going to do that and kind of chill. They have some movies that they show, but I've kind of just been hanging out here watching a movie myself. I do want to work on the mystery knit along for my sister, but I kind of want to see if I can finish my blanket tonight. This is how much I have left of the Magic Knot Ball. It's quite a bit. It's about 6 p.m. I am a little tired, but I might stay up a little bit later and see if I can just finish this off. And then that would be really exciting to have this blanket like completely done. So let's see if I can finish this by the end of the night. All right, so welcome to day 2 of the Cae-Cation Stay-Cation. I am rocking my Own Your Own Stigma t-shirt. Gabs and I are affiliates for this, so we created this, or decided, we did the custom shirt where you get to pick what you want. So ours says crafts, and snacks and mental health, because those are all the things we really care about. I mean, plus some, but if you're interested in a shirt as well, we do have an affiliate link down below. It doesn't cost anything extra for you, but we'll give us a little something if you'd like, but also like you do you. And so I already went to the gym this morning. I ran on the treadmill and walked on the treadmill, which was nice. It's a bit of a smaller fitness center, I will say, so it got kind of busy towards the end, and now I am just about to make some breakfast. But last night I did finish my chevron blanket. I'm looking at it because I've already taken pictures this morning, and it got some really good progress on my DK sock. And so I'm on the toe for that. I should definitely be able to finish the toe today. I want to work on the secret test for my sister. I'm just at almost, I think I can definitely finish that today. So the plan is to have breakfast, probably take the thumbnail photo for this vlog before I forget, and then work on some knitting, probably around maybe like 10:30. It's about 8:25 right now. I'm gonna head out and go to Barnes & Noble to get a book, since I forgot to bring a book when I was here, and then get some lunch. There's a place called Shoots. Well, there is a place called Shoots, but that's in Long Beach. I think it's Da Hawaiian Kitchen. It's in Huntington Beach, which is probably like 25 minutes from here. So I think I'm gonna get lunch from there, come back, and then I wanna head over to the pool at 3, because I think today is the Sip and Socialize at 3, and hang out around the pool, get some reading in, some vitamin D. Did not bring sunscreen. Nobody tell my mother. I'm sure it's fine. And then maybe check out what the pool grill has, because at the Palm Desert Marriott, they have delicious chicken wings, and I wonder if they have chicken wings here that are just as good. These are important musings that I have about chicken wings. But if not, then I have some frozen things from Trader Joe's I could make for dinner, and I'm pretty much planning to like sit and either knit or read today and eat. So sit, knit, read, eat is the goal, and a little bit of shopping because I gotta get a book for said reading adventure. But I better check because I think the pan is ready for me to put my eggs in. All right, so evening check-in time. Borders was a huge success because not only did I get myself a book, but I also got some gifts for my family. I like to do year-round shopping for my family to, you know, spread out the cost of birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, because if you followed us for a while, you know we have like a bazillion birthdays in late fall to winter, so financially it helps to spread it out. So I got some good stuff for them at Borders, and then I went to the Hawaiian Kitchen, which was delicious. I actually have leftovers that I might have with dinner tonight, but also might save for breakfast tomorrow. And then I finished knitting on the test knit, the secret mystery test knit that I'm doing for my sister, so that is complete. Woo! And then I wanted to go over to the pool, and I got myself a little pina colada, but turns out I am such a Californian in that I am too soft for this like slightly chilly weather. I think it was like 63 and it was like too cold for me. So I read for like 30-40 minutes and then I got too cold. So then I came back, laid her out on the couch, and now I'm making dinner. I have Trader Joe's spaghetti carbonara, a classic. So I'm just gonna make this really quick and have a lovely night in, maybe have another glass of wine and go nowhere and work on my DK socks. Hello, day 3 Cae-Cation Stay-Cation check-in. This is my last full day here at the resort. And of course it is super cloudy, a little bit drizzly and overcast, but that is okay. So last night I finished my DK socks, super excited about that. And that means I can get that yarn included in the package that I'll send over to my sister so she can put that in her Battenberg blanket. And then did some reading. This morning I was lazy getting up and then I went to the gym, did some weightlifting, had my leftover chicken for breakfast with some egg on rice, and kind of just deciding what I want to do today. I have 2 projects. Whoops. So sorry about that. I hope I didn't make anybody nauseous. The project bag was apparently underneath the tripod. So, and of course, this is the one that is for my the socks for my niece, Lenny, who is our most rambunctious, if you will. She's a little bit of a hellraiser. So I have socks that I can work on for her. And I also have yarn to work on my crochet beanie pattern. I think I'll start with 1 pair of socks for Lenny to see if I can finish that. So I can also get that included in the package for my sister. And then maybe switch over to working on this. And then if I end up finishing this, I have more yarn for another pair of socks. So we'll see what we get to today. I have no plans to really go out. I was debating whether or not to go get poke for lunch. There's a couple of places nearby, or to just scamper on over to the pool grill for some chicken wings. Because I ended up not getting the chicken wings yesterday. So we'll see. But have just been like binge watching a bunch of movies. I'm currently watching the latest Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I did see it when it came out in the theaters and have been enjoying watching it again. So here we are. I'm gonna get working on those socks then. All right, we are truly at end of the night, end of the staycation, Chaylee. I finished Lenny's socks and have gotten really, really good progress on my crochet beanie. Oh, I did not put a stitch marker in at all. Here, you can kind of see it there. She's chugging along, not too bad. And I decided to do it with mohair, but I guess I've never joined mohair. Like whenever I've done it with knitting, I kind of just like pick it up because I just broke my mohair like 3 times trying to like magic knot it and then regular knot it. So I'm a mess. But this I started like probably 2 hours ago and it's got some good progress. This is a pattern I am planning on writing up and definitely having it for free because it's pretty simple. You can kind of tell like my join in the back and I can't tell if it bothers me, and maybe like it's always been like this. Is my first time doing this crochet beanie and fingering. I usually do it with like a heavier weight, like a DK, so maybe you usually can't see it, but I've just kind of like I wanted to experiment with the pattern to see like how everything would look. And like we've used this beanie so many times, which is actually kind of like I was going back and forth on like what to name it, and I think I'm gonna name it something like the the giving beanie or the kindness beanie, because we use this pattern. And by we, I mean my sister, not my sister. Well, my sister once, but myself, my dad for sure. This is like our go-to for when we're doing like charity making and we're trying to create objects or give objects for a specific cause. Like this is the go-to. And so I think I'm like definitely inspired by that. And so want to name it something like that. So 1, let me know how you join your mohair. And 2, what do we like better? Do we like the giving beanie? Do we like the kindness beanie? If you have another suggestion, definitely open to it. But we'll finish this, write it up. It was really just to make sure like I had all the kinks worked out. I won't do it for texting because my sister actually, I think, used this pattern to do her crochet unit with her class last year. So actually I had like 35 testers and beginners. So it's definitely a beginner beanie. But I'm going to work on this. I'm watching a little bit of Nitty Natty. I have packed up my clothes. Most of the other knitting things are ready to go. I just got to pack up the food and hit the road tomorrow. I might do a little bit of vlogging tomorrow because I think I might work on some crafty things. But I'll definitely check in, I think. I guess we'll see. That's the beauty of the relaxation on the Cae-Cation Stay-Cation. The wind could take us anywhere, and it really has taken the mohair anywhere. I am gonna work on this for probably half an hour and then turn in, but I'm sure I will see you again soon. Alrighty, I am back home, as you can tell by my beautiful decor from my nieces. I have unpacked everything, which is awesome. So I left at about 5:30. I think got home by like maybe 5:40. Got home by like 6:20. And then I just like jumped into high gear, unpacking everything, getting all the new things put away, unpacking my clothes, getting things into at least the laundry bins, and then preparing the different pieces that needed to get mailed. I decided to actually mail everything to my dad because I decided I would mail my sister's birthday present. Her birthday is in April. I did mailed out mom's gift, and then I mailed out the socks for Lenny. And then this morning, I also drew some pictures for Lottie so that she could have like custom made coloring sheets from her auntie. I will put a picture of those in here because I completely forgot to take a video. Went to the post office, got everything mailed out, realized it was already 8:30 at that point and I hadn't eaten breakfast yet. So I came home, made myself some breakfast, got some food, continued putting some things away. And like, especially like all the project bags of like the things that had been finished, those needed to go away, and caught up on my yarn journal. And now I am going to kind of sort out how I want to do my next blanket. I actually have it printed out. I want to do the Daphne Afghan, and you can kind of see it. Oh, sorry, what it will look like here. And it is TL Yarn Crafts that it is by, and I'm planning on using, oh, you can't really see it in there. This one is my Land Before Time Advent from Yarnaceous Fiber. And so I'm planning on using that, but based on like what the Daphne Afghan looks like, there's 4 different sections. So it was a Christmas in July. So I have 31. So Gabs in her genius is like, just add 1 more and then you're even. And I'm like, you're brilliant. So I'm going to put all of those out and then figure out what mini skein I want to add in. And then I do think there's supposed to be kind of like a contrast color in it. So I'm going to rifle through my stash here to figure out what I want to use as the contrast. And it's supposed to be worsted weight, but I'm making this as a fingering blanket. So we will see how that goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll figure it out. And it's generally kind of a scrappy-ish blanket. If it ends up looking wonky, I will keep it for myself. Maybe my nieces will want it, but I am at least going to get sorting on my colors. All right, so I just spent like an hour and a half, I want to say, winding up all of the yarns for my blankie and stuffing them into these bagaroonies. I did have them in the gallon Ziplocs, and I was like, I'm sure I could fit them in the quart size. So they're like really squished in there, but you know, it was the principle. And so I've just kind of put them in an order. I clumped them by color. So I realized, like, I've talked about that. I guess I could have done more of a scrappy vibe, but I kind of clumped them by their colors. So I have two that are like greeny. So this one's like definitely like a clear green. And this one has a little bit more of like greens and browns. And then I have kind of like a lavender grayish pack. And then this is kind of like tans, yellows, still kind of gray. So the plan is because it's quadrants, I am the quadrant. I'm gonna do like these two across from each other and then like the greens across from each other. But you make the quadrants as quadrants. So then I can always like adjust them later if I want to. And then the yarn that I have decided to do as like the contrast in between is this beauty. You know, we love a good pink here. This is the Francis Handmade. It's called Neapolitan. And I think what I'm going to do is hold the yarn double. Yes, to create DK. I may run out as I get like larger because I think you increase, you don't decrease. So I could run out. I'll figure it out then. And I have 2 skeins of these. So hopefully that will be plenty. If not, I will make something else up. So that's the plan. And I'm probably going to go have some lunch. And I might work on my hat, my mohair hat, and see if I can finish that up. Because I know if I start this, I'm probably going to get addicted to this. So I want to finish the hat, then start this. So I'll do that after lunch, and then that will pretty much be the rest of my afternoon. So I may not check back in, but thank you so much for tagging along on the Cae-Cation Stay-Cation vlog. Like and subscribe to travel along with us. I know my sister has some really exciting things coming up. I have a lot of travel coming up, so you might see a few more travel to come along with me. I'm going to New York and then Hawaii within the next 2 months. So if you're interested in seeing the travels mixed with what I am able to knit or crochet along the road, let us know below, and I'm sure I'll see you next time. Bye.